Hey there, it's Franco, your digital marketer, and today we're going to go over bad inbound leads. Are they actually bad, or how should you handle them? So first things first, whenever I have a client or a colleague that tells me that they have bad leads, I always like to ask them, are they bad leads because when they call you, they're talking about something that you do not offer? Or when they call you, are they actually interested in your product or service? Because if someone's calling you and they're interested in what you have to offer, those people are, in my opinion, good leads. Whereas if someone is calling you for a service that you do not cater to, or maybe it's in some different industry, then of course those are bad leads. And the reason I say that is because there are many instances in which as a business, you might come across a lead that really is interested in what you have to offer, but for whatever reason, you're not able to close them as actual business. I've talked to many businesses that have told me that, oh, they're bad leads because they didn't buy from me. But the truth is that they could actually be good leads because they're actually ready to pay for whatever it is that you're providing. It's just that maybe you didn't do a good enough job at getting them to close. So that means that there's a lot of opportunity to be able to improve. Now, if you have a bad lead, so someone who's interested in maybe something that you do not offer, for example, if you're a dental practice and you do dental implants and someone calls you for breast implants, of course that's not a good lead because you do not cater to those particular procedures. The reason why you might be getting bad leads in that case, if someone's calling about something you don't offer, might be one, you're targeting. If you're running some campaigns and you're targeting people outside of your area, of course that might not be a good lead. The second component is really, if you're getting bad leads, maybe it's because your creative is unclear. If you are running an ad or a video and maybe people are calling you and they are saying that, oh, that they thought you offered this, it might be that your image or your video didn't do a good job of explaining what it is that you do. So now, how do you handle some of those leads that maybe they don't move along your sales process? I've come across many businesses that they have what are actually good leads because these people are actually interested in what they're providing, but these businesses will consider them bad leads because they didn't actually end up booking a consultation or didn't end up buying the service. The reason why you're not able to bring someone in the door is because you don't have a good sales process. So those leads that maybe they're not actually booking those appointments, it might be because you haven't established the trust that they needed to hear on the phone to be able to say, yes, I will be there tomorrow at this time. And what's important for any type of lead generation, especially inbound, is for you to have a structure for how these calls should go. For example, these calls will be better managed with a good call script that tells the person answering the phone that they cannot give answers to every single question. How is it going to help your case if someone's calling your business, your salesperson is telling them every single answer? Of course, that's not going to help, especially because that person who's answering the phone might not be the actual expert. So you do not want your salespeople to just answer any type of question, and that it should be something that should be stated in like your sales script. Now, you should also have on that script points regarding objections, because everyone's going to have objections. Maybe the price is too high, or maybe they're not ready yet. They were just interested in asking some questions. There are many different ways to manage these objections, and the best thing that you can do with your team is to train them on how to manage objections. I have come across many calls where someone is calling a business and they're asking about price right away. And the truth is that you should not entertain the person who's calling you with price right away, because as soon as they get the price, they're gonna hang up. You need to understand what it is that they need and present them the service that you offer as the solution to their problem. And you need to emphasize the value that they're getting for paying you what you will tell them at that appointment, right? So the better you're able to do that, the more likely you are of getting people in the door, and that's what you need, because once you get people in the door, you have a better chance of closing them because you have that opportunity to listen to them, and they're able to actually trust you if you do a good job of making a good first impression. And last but not least, when it comes to really being able to handle these calls, the structure needs to have a main goal, and that goal in most cases is to get people to book an appointment or book a consultation for a service. So here's an example, right? I've called many businesses before for services that I need, and unfortunately on the call, maybe I ask one or two questions, and the person on the opposite end is never pushing me to schedule an appointment for me to come in and speak to the actual expert. So I think that that is an opportunity that most businesses have, because when you do not push for that appointment, no one's gonna come in the door. So you as a business need to train your staff that apart from not answering every single question, apart from being being prepared for objections, they need to be able to push for that next step, which is going to be that appointment, that consultation, that estimate. Now, of course, how can you keep track that all of these things are happening? So apart from having that sales script that your team is supposed to follow, you need to be able to record these calls so that if employee A is answering that call and you're able to know that they're doing a good job because they're following the new script, or maybe they're not doing a good job because maybe the script needs some work, or maybe they're just not following it. It's very important that you are taking steps to be able to really take action and continuously improve so that at the end of the day, you're able to get more sales. So I hope that this video was very helpful for you. If you liked it, please give it a like and subscribe for more. I'm going to be sharing a lot more content, including how to follow up for your business. Because of course, someone who is calling you today might not be ready to buy today, but who knows, maybe 2 months from now, they might be ready to buy. And if you're not following up, they're going to call the next business that picks up the phone. So again, thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you in the next video.